Hey guys,
Hello!
we're hanging out here in Addie's office.
Yes.
She's been sort of hacking all weekend with her
It's been
propeller chip there.
Yeah, it's been a feverish, VGA-loaded weekend because that was the next step, the next logical step. So I have in my hand again a Prop BOE Board of Education, and really the only thing you need to know, so this is the USB port, and that's just what's powering the Prop BOE. And then this is the VGA cable that's just headed to the monitor here. And this that's the only thing this monitor is connected to besides power. And then if you want to connect VGA to your own propeller, it needs, I think, what was it, eight pins associated with it. And so on the Prop BOE, I've gone ahead and connected next to these LEDs is a header right there. And on the header, I connected the
some of the I/O pins.
Some of the I/O pins, yep. It's like R0, R1, G0, G1, B0, B1, H, and V for, I think it's horizontal and vertical.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just pretty much connect those to pins 15 to 8.
Or 0 to 7.
Or 0 to 7, yeah.
We cover all that in detail on
On
the
the
first
first
spin episode that we did on VGA.
Yep, and I think I might have written a post about it too, so we'll try and put the link there. But essentially, just remember when you open up your code, like say you're looking at the demo code or you're writing your own code, whenever you start, like if you see in the code text.start, you want to change the number, whatever it may be, usually like it's like 16 or 12, put it to 8.
Okay. Oh, just the starting pin?
Mm-hmm, yep. So, I also have here wired up a 5-position switch, because I didn't want to deal with all of the, not the capacitors, the resistors and such with the
RC
joystick
time?
thing. Yeah.
With 2-axis joystick.
Yeah.
2-axis joystick would have been cool though.
Well, yeah, but I just didn't want to deal with it because I'm, lazy like that.
So 5-position switch is just on-offs.
Yep.
Not analog.
Yep. And so I just put those to pins 0 to 4. So loaded onto the EEPROM of this is our bouncing ball, like a bouncing ball example, and it shows a nice example of bounding, like setting the screen as your bounding box by using like modifiers, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to explain that?
If you just put a link to the code, people can check it out. It's one of the examples that I learned off of back in the 80s, was doing a bouncing ball.
Yeah. So like if the X position gets farther out here, then the modifying, like the X position modifier is turned negative, so then the X decides to go the other way.
Mm-hmm. So to be clear here, this is a text mode, and that ball is just a character that's being plotted out onto the text mode screen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yep. And so just let me actually see if I can clarify. So, and let's do it with the Y position. So so the ball starts at a certain spot that you set, and then it increments by 1 every, I think, clock cycle or whatever. And so it's like +1, +1, +1, +1.
Iteration, I think, is the word you're looking for.
There you go, iteration. And if it goes past, say, 0 to 14 or whatever, then, and it goes to like -1, then the modifier will become negative, so 2 negatives become a positive or whatever, and then it'll start decrementing or going the opposite direction.
If xpos is less than 1, then xpos equals xpos. Then x mod equals x mod times -1.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just flips the negativity of the modifier.
Yep.
Causing the ball to change directions.
Yep. So anyway, I thought that was cool. And then we also played around, so this is actually a pretty rudimentary thing to set up, It's actually a little more complicated to set up this character as a cursor, so that's pretty much the next step we did. And let's see, I will run that. Load EEPROM. So I'm loading the EEPROM. New signal input. Suddenly there is a cursor. And so if I move that, whoa!
Xerox, eat your heart out.
So, nothing fancy, not yet anyway. I'm currently working on my first game.
This is where the XY stick would come in handy, because it'd be so much easier to work that than that 5-position switch.
Well, I'm trying to like... You think I can write high if we get rid of like...
The clearing?
Yeah, let's get rid of the clearing. Where's the clearing on this? So...
the text out 0.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and... I hope that's the right one.
So she's removing the part which clears the screen as it moves things along. So it's probably, yeah. You have no way of knowing if you're in the center or not.
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. Alright, that's the H. And there's the I.
Alright.
Hi and bye. There we go. So that's what we've been playing around with. And I've got, like I said, a game in the works. And I'm super excited about it because...
It's her first kind of example of this kind of thing. So, I don't know.
Maybe I'll show it next week.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll have perfected it. But here we go. Clearing again.
Yeah. So anyway, Eddie's been learning stuff on the microcontroller side of things. Starting to do some UI kinds of stuff, and that's interesting.
It's not as intimidating as I thought. Well, I should say thanks to some help, it's not as intimidating as I thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
Okay. Well, is that all?
That is it.
Alright. Well, we're going to get back to tinkering with this stuff, so we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye.
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 We post videos all the time, so don't forget to subscribe. And follow us on Twitter at TYMKRS.